Let's check out these breeders. It's been a few days since we've really had a bit of a look to see what's going on. These guys, this pair that I'm working on at the moment, which is like the more wider ones, we're trying to breed a pure white racing bird, which is proving to be difficult, a bit young. I'm assuming these eggs are fertile. I haven't really had a chance to actually candle these ones. The last ones went cold, but I'm pretty excited to see how this pair goes. Unfortunately, that's the only one left basically from snow. The other one's passed away with PMV at my friend's loft, which is pretty sad. So we really kind of got to get another white one out, and we might be able to call that one Snow. This pair doing pretty well. This hen actually, she's starting to look quite nice now. These eggs should be hatching. I haven't really grabbed these eggs out. I'm trying to stay away from it a little bit, but it's very protective, this one. Can't get my hand anywhere in this loft without him pecking me. They should be hatching. Can't really see anything in that one. And that one is hatching here, starting to chip across the top here that way. So that's pretty good. That's definitely what we want. And he really hurts actually. Look at him getting. He's a good father, but he's vicious. He won't let me anywhere in this loft. All right, I'll put you back in there. Very good that these ones are fertile. And we're in the main loft where all the breeding action's happening. We've got a lot of babies in here to have a look at. It's going to be pretty good. I think there's only one pair in here that's on eggs, which is those ones. So we won't really worry about those too much. We actually took their other babies out and weaned them, which we will check them up probably in the next video, because they do look quite nice. But at the moment, everyone is just feeding babies. There's a lot of baby feeding action going on. So we've got these two in here looking pretty good. It's quite dark in here, so let's get that a bit brighter. They're looking real good. These ones actually got a checker. We've better check it before out of this pair. We may get one more round out of them. Really happy how these little babies are turning out. They've got their rings on them. And move across here, Big Titan, and he's actually successfully hatched some eggs, which is good. We've had an issue. One of his babies before died. Oh, gosh, he's a vicious one, this one. I haven't really looked at the babies too much. I want to get him out of here. Oh, he's aggressive. So I just got him out so we could have a bit of a look. These babies are looking really good. Look how well fed they are. Look at the crop on these little guys. See the amount of food that's in there? It's just a big fat belly, which is going to help these little guys grow really quickly. I don't know if I put rings on these ones yet, did I? I've been putting a lot of rings on the last few days. No rings, so these will be due to get rings on them today. Look at the food in there, unreal. So I'll have to make sure I get some rings on them, because I don't want to miss the chance. Some of these got fat little ankles. Let's have a look at these ones. These ones are not yet ready for rings, a tiny bit younger, but look at Big Shock. He's a good boy. Not aggressive like the other ones. He's just more protective, see, which is really good. So another round out of him, which are looking really good. Only a few days old, but they do grow so fast at this age. They're pretty dark, these ones, so we might even be looking at some checkers. I'm really happy how this pairing is pumping out babies. They've got some really nice babies, so I'm definitely keen to see how they go. But you can see he's a really good father. He's straight back on there. Now, one that you really probably want to see is this tiger grizzle. Look at this little guy. So good. Let me bring the whole nest bowl out actually so you can see him properly. He's got his ring on there. He's quite a white tiger. I was expecting a lot darker one, but seems to be, you know, we haven't been very lucky with tiger grizzles, so I'm happy that we've got something. We do have one over in the other loft, but this pair here the Willie Teal ones. They are some really nice birds, so I definitely want to pump out quite a few more. He's got a little ring on there as well, so he's pretty ready to go. So he's back in there with his parents. He's a good little baby, that one. Pretty keen to see how he's going. And like I said before, my Vanderbilt pair, they're on another set of eggs as well. Weaned out the babies. And hopefully we'll be able to start trap training them one soon, but looking pretty good. The babies they have produced, they actually look really nice, so we'll definitely have a look at them shortly. Still got a few midges flying around in here. They're in my house as well, which is a bit of a pain at the moment. This is a pair here that I'm pretty keen to see how they turn out. I don't know if you can notice it, but I think the one on the left it might be a mealy or a red checker. We've definitely got a blue on the right, but I'm pretty sure that this other one, let's have a look, is going to be a red checker or something along those lines. It's probably a bit hard for us to see at the moment, but he's definitely a different colour. See if we can get right in on these little feathers there. You can kind of see they're starting to come out of the quills, that there is something going on there. So I'm hoping that this one's going to be a red checker. I really want some more red checkers in there. He's got his rings on there as well. This round, pretty much every round that's in here at the moment, we've just skipped it with the $20,000 rings. We're going to leave those and put them on the next round of birds after these, which is quite nice. Both these babies are beautiful. Look at the size of them. They're just like a full handful. Really healthy birds. This pair, I'm pretty impressed with the babies. They've only done one round previous to this, but they are looking pretty good. Quite messy too, these ones. And we'll go down. Let's have a look at them. Oh, these ones on the ground are always hard to get to. And Leon Storm, as again, producing a really nice round of young birds here as well. They've got rings on them, and as normal, these ones are generally pretty aggressive, pretty chilled at the moment, but you can hear them clicking their beaks and things like that. But same thing, all the babies are just so well fed, which is really good. I'm paying a lot of attention to them these days, especially this race season. I want the birds in as good as condition as possible, which starts right in the nest. And we've got this pair, if we can get some good focus on them. There's some little babies down there as well, so their babies have hatched. And by the looks of it, we might have another red checker or mealy in there as well, which is really good. And all our breeders are starting to, they're really all starting to settle in quite well, get into a good routine, pumping out a few young birds. Plenty of fighting going on. You can see Leo and the Hooven cockbird are always battling for dominance in this loft, but not really sure who the boss is at the moment in this loft. I think it might be him, the Hooven cockbird. He's pretty aggressive. Bit of prime real estate up here, so they're all going a bit crazy for it. But I think we're doing pretty well at the moment. We're getting plenty of babies on the go, which is what we need. We've got full nest boxes here, and we've got those 2 nest boxes in the back there that are pumping out some babies, and we've really got to ramp up our team this season. And this is our little guys here that are doing it. They're all doing it pretty well. And they're down to probably their 1 or 2 more rounds to go, and then that's it. And these guys get to have a little bit of a break. And we may look at doing a few mixed pairs, like I've talked about before. I wouldn't mind mixing a few pairs. Maybe want to try and breed a little bit more in the way of stock birds. So come next season when we go to breeding, we're not struggling for pairs. We can try and get a full race team bred out in 1 to 2 rounds. That's what my ideal goal would be, because dragging on the breeding season for a couple of months it's a lot of work for anyone that does breed a lot of birds over a long period of time. You know how much work it is. So I'm going to catch you guys all in the next video. Stay tuned. We have a lot of babies come through. There's a lot of work happening at the moment, and I'm keen to get all these flying.